Last time on the Incorrigible party. Happy and Rumkey have an eventful night looking for Stupor in the Quarrelers exhibition, while the rest of the party narrowly survive threatening events of their own, limping the carriage back to the city after a giant folk ambush only 20 miles from Stormcape's walls. Rumkey and Happy, you both awake after your the last 8 or 9 hours, and the two of you, especially compared to yesterday, feel pretty good. So you've both been abolished of 5 levels of exhaustion. In Rumkey, your case, a 6th as well. So you should be at a total of 3 levels of exhaustion now, right? Both of you technically got a long rest, despite, maybe a bit of a modified long resting as the two of you undertake. But it's not long before the two of you are up, awake.
Hey, Happy, I've been thinking. That was a one-time thing. We gotta break ourselves of this. I'm sure you agree, right?
Well, I mean, quite frankly, I thought we had quite a bit of fun together. And look, we gained some great intel as well. Quite frankly, didn't we?
Yeah, but we could do that without what's coming next. I mean, I saw a side of you I didn't ever expect to see there.
Well, perhaps if we return to where we were last night, that we can ensure that we can both, like you say, get off of this stuff. Maybe not quite cold turkey. I don't know how I can handle that. I mean, like you say, I was a little bit out of control.
A little bit, eh? Yeah. Well, look at your hands there. I mean, look at the blood and stuff. I mean.
Well, yes, I suppose I could use washing up.
Here's my thought. There's got to be some way to, counteract this stuff. Maybe Opal or somebody in her family might know something. Something that'll ease us off of this. If you know what I mean.
Oh, I'm sure Miss Togglesprocket will do her best. I hesitate to involve her family in any more of this. I've already put them in too much jeopardy. We cannot pull her family into anything else. I'll veto anything that involves speaking to her parents or anything for even if it's to help us.
Okay, when they get back, maybe we'll have a chat. But I think we might be in for some rough times, you and me, for a bit. But I think we can make it through it together, right?
Well, I think so, Mr. Rumkey. I'm quite enjoying this newfound friendship.
You're an unexpected friend for sure.
And the rest of the party, you do arrive at the keep to find Rumkey and Happy awake.
What do they look like?
Yeah, what's the scene? Set the
I'm
scene
a dwarf.
here.
Happy is a human.
Okay.
So I would expect the three of you probably walk into the keep to, expecting to see Happy and Rumkey kind of KO'd and, going through terrible withdrawal symptoms. I mean, you witnessed Happy throwing up almost uncontrollably before Zalmo had arrived to deal with Benito. So yeah, you're expecting to see a not fun-looking scene, but you walk in to find Happy and Rumkey fully abled body. I mean, Happy has clearly just finished a bit of washing up. You see, he is sporting a bit of a bruise and kind of black eye, but the worst shape is the keep itself. You walk in and it's just wafts of old, uncleaned vomit with an undertone of, coppery scent of blood. The spill from Benito's death is still kind of visible on the hardwood flooring. But other than that, it seems like things are almost normal.
Well, don't the two of you look peppy?
Yeah, we're doing all right. We've been having some chats. Yeah, Happy and I have a lot more in common than originally thought we did. Nobody's gonna find the body, eh?
No, we buried it really well. But we did have a wee bit of trouble.
He's respectfully deep in the ground. No shallow graves. We got a good spot now. Just kidding.
Well, how far did you go out? I mean, you've been gone for hours.
Well, like, Hellcrock wouldn't turn around right away, and then there was, like, I don't know. It was stupid. I might have killed some giants or something.
Things got a little bit out of hand and went a little bit sideways, so...
3 of them.
Yeah, 3 with 1 shot, though, just saying.
Yeah, we got attacked. The carriage we brought is all sorts of beat up and wrecked. It's going to need serious repairs. But yeah, these giant folks, they were way closer to the city than I ever thought they were supposed to be, and they didn't look very good. They looked pretty like they weren't eating much. I wonder what's going on.
They're strong enough to attack us.
I always heard the giants weren't a problem anymore.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but...
They're pretty close to town.
I wonder, are they running out of food and they're having to move further this way? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's another problem I don't think we need to deal with.
You don't look so good, Rumkey.
I'm feeling all right, actually.
But you look terrible.
He actually looks better
thanks.
than I was expecting. You must have got some good rest.
I sort of brushed my hair down on the sides. Little hairs. I mean, I could use a bed for sure. We need some furniture in this place.
What did he say, 5 days? What day is it? It's gotta be coming.
Happy you were looking in pretty bad shape there. Did you end up eventually falling asleep and getting some rest? You look a lot better.
Well, I feel quite a bit better as well. I mean, Rumpke and I maybe have a bit of a story to tell you all. We had quite the night together. Adventurous.
Rumkey? What are you doing? We just saved his life.
Yeah, shouldn't you be resting? You guys, I don't know.
Were there drugs involved?
A little bit.
Oh my goodness.
But, well, first I went and met with Gilgroy, like I was getting a little information about what was, the rumors we've been hearing about people hunting us down and stuff. I didn't learn a lot, but I do know, Eleanor, your friend from some time ago there, Hellcrook?
Yeah.
I know who took her out.
On a date?
Oh.
No, like the ultimate takeout.
Oh. She was bonitoed.
And it's a friend of ours.
Uh-oh.
Brick.
Freaking Trinity.
Oh. I'm not surprised. That guy's bad news. I knew it from the first time I saw him.
Wish we would have killed him. I mean...
In a related note, I think we know where Brick is. And Chip.
We certainly do. That was the good news. Look, we found a whole drug house.
Yeah.
How is this good
well,
news for us?
This sounds like good news for you guys.
No, you guys need to get off of this stuff. It's only gonna get worse and worse the more you do it.
Yeah, I don't like how happy you just were there. Happy.
Yeah, we both... Sorry, I put my hand on Happy's shoulder. We both agree that to what you guys are saying there, and we're brothers here. We're gonna get off the stuff.
Yes.
But for now...
Wait.
The important thing to note that we know where the Trinity is, located and handing out their stuff.
I mean, brothers? You didn't even want me to save him, and now you're brothers?
Is that true, Mr. Rumkey?
I mean, sorry, Happy.
Step brothers, second step brothers or something.
It's fine, Happy. You can be friends with us. I just was the only one that cared about you. That's all.
Well, that's not true.
Oh, I think we may be getting a
half
little off
true.
topic. Saint Shadal, look, I was certainly happy only because we have found the location of the people that are hunting you, and now we can become the hunters, if you understand what I say. Isn't that right, Saint Shadal? Isn't that something that you would do?
No, it's not.
So you would be a coward?
No.
So which one is it? Are you a coward or are you brave at all?
Why would I purposely put myself out on the line for no benefit?
Oh, you'd rather let them find you and hunt you, or you live your life not knowing, always looking over your shoulder, not knowing who's around the next corner?
I do not live in fear.
Well, I think you live in denial.
I think you have some major issues. Happy.
I've never said that I don't. Certainly, obviously, we have this stupor issue going on right now that I'm trying to deal with. But it's only a matter of time before they get your name as well.
Who are you to call me a coward?
I wasn't calling you anything. I was asking if you weren't. You gave an answer. I don't believe it.
I'm not gonna go hunt down Brick.
Why?
I have a feeling he's going to be hunting us down.
Are you going to be giving them my name, like you did the others?
Well, no, of course not. You seem to be intrinsically linked to Kylea, and I actually like Kylea.
No, okay. Everybody, let's take a couple breaths here before someone says something they're gonna regret.
What is your plan, Happy, to deal with Brick?
I don't have a plan. I was simply excited at the opportunity to make one with the four of you, and aid in any way that you see fit.
I think you're right, Happy. It's the more information we know, the more of an advantage we have, regardless of what we decide to do. I hope that this drug house, isn't real nearby our house, is it, by any chance?
It's not that far away. It's in the Quarless.
Yeah. I mean, we could certainly probably get us back there. No problem. But Miss Toggle Sprocket, you wish to aid Rumpke and I, correct? Maybe perhaps brew something that could help us in this process. Help with withdrawals, perhaps.
Yeah, I would. First of all, I planted the plants, so I gotta be careful with what I have, right? I mean, if you do have a drug house, some samples of the stuff might be helpful.
Exactly
I'm not sure.
my point. We know as for a fact, stupor is in that house.
Yeah, but again, I don't trust you because you're addicted to it. So, like, not gonna lie, no judgment there. It's out of your control.
We have a guy that can get it for us. It's gonna cost a little bit of
Now you got a friggin' dealer? No, listen, I want to take care of the withdrawals first so that you guys, like, survive and stuff and, like, don't die. And then, like, also then I want to cure the addictive properties of it or something and, like, I don't know, put it in the water of Storm Cape so that everyone cannot be addicted to it and the Trinity can't control us.
How long do you think it's gonna take you to concoct something like that?
Can-
Dan?
Well, I mean, the end part is like a
we
big ask,
say
but
something?
yeah.
We actually have some stupor.
Of course you do. Goodness gracious.
Oh yeah?
Hidden. We don't like the way that you all talk about Seisha Doll. She is our friend. As much as we are.
I don't think I've ever really been.
No, Hellcrook, you've been lovely.
Yeah, but like
Oh,
she's
thanks.
the worst. Like objectively the worst.
No, she just doesn't always see eye to eye with some of the others of us, but that's okay. You know, it takes all kinds to make the world go round.
She like doesn't think you can defend yourself and like takes over, Kylea. Like you're strong.
well,
you don't need her.
We let her.
Why?
We let her help us in the prison. We were not doing well being underground.
Why? Why you can't be underground?
It's just very close and tight in no sun and That's enough. That's enough. Please. Let Kylea be.
Now, if I may offer my apologies to Seisha Doll. I understand what you're saying, Kylie, and perhaps I got a little snippy with Seisha Doll. I was simply only responding in kind to how I have been treated by Seisha Doll. But I will say, I took some of her words to heart last night, and I also I have now come to the realization that you are correct, Seisha Doll. There is no possible way in which I can return to the city guard. I am quickly coming to terms that my life as a constable is over, but also I am quickly learning that things can still be done to better the city outside of the guard system. Perhaps even more so than I was previously capable of achieving.
Yeah. How far outside of the system are you talking?
Well, how much good must we achieve?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how much you're gonna be. I guess I'll just have to wait and see what you're talking about there, Happy. I mean, after last night, a little questionable.
Well, I must say, I don't like what's going on. The den's becoming more and more filled with these unsavory folks, this Trinity. They're just gradually gaining more and more power, and they're not making the city any better. I don't like the fact that we got drug dens too. It's not good.
Well, maybe we start here. Get there, Kylie. Do you have, the stoop that you can give to Opal for her to be able to come up with some kind of concoction to help, yours truly and Mr. Happy there?
Yeah, for research.
We can do that.
I think the sooner that you two fellas get this behind you, it could be a liability, over the next couple days if you, without warning, go into withdrawals in the middle of, an operation. Maybe we're trying to sneak into one of the Trinity's houses or something. It could be bad.
I'm just saying it's probably best to take that someplace else and get it worked on before, I'm not going to be responsible for what my brother here might do when he's ready to dose up.
Now would be perfect time for me to interject. So, Opal, now you want to delve into discovering this. You called it multiple times a cure in the past. So you're obviously going to need to invest some time and money in the forms of researching or
It's
experimentation.
not obvious I need to invest money.
Well, I'm
actually.
making it obvious now. In the forms of researching and experimentation, or maybe a combination of both, okay? And
Okay.
the way you approach it is going to, the way you approach it mechanically certainly will depend on what your goal, whether or not you want to treat the withdrawal symptoms or the addiction itself, or both, I suppose.
I have a two-pronged approach. My first prong, take care of the withdrawal, keep my friends alive, make them better. And then second prong is to cure the addiction.
So like a fork. You're gonna fork them.
I'm gonna fork the crap out of them. Let's make mass amounts of antidote and pump it through the water.
Is all obviously that's falling under experimentation. So if you to create a withdrawal treatment, you can spend it'll cost you 50 gold pieces and 1 work week of downtime to do some of this experimenting. At which point you will make an intelligence check, and depending on your role, will depend on your level of success. To do the addiction treatment is also the same. Now the other side of that is researching. So you have the option of seeking out resources. Now the Stormcape City has a pretty vast collegiate library in the Cognition District that some of you have been kind of around there, maybe not in the building itself, but that's in the kind of cluster of buildings that are, encircled the Planar Tower across from the Arcanist Academia Guildhouse, and like where you went to check on the Mins, and you visited the Department of Magical Visibility. So if you spend to research, basically you can pick something like specific that you're researching. I don't know what specifically in this case would you want to seek out for research, just as to use it as an example.
To be honest, the research part, if I have to physically go to a library in town, scares me, because would that potentially put a target on my back? Like, the librarian or people around might know what I'm researching, you think?
That is correct. So, again, you would pick a narrow focus of research, and then you can spend at least 25 gold pieces and 1 work week researching. So that gold would kind of cover access to the library itself, as you were not enrolled in the college. And then also, like you say, like maybe some bribes to some of the librarians, keep their mouth shut perhaps, show you some maybe more of the restricted tomes that aren't readily available to the public perhaps. So that's kind of what that cost kind of encompasses.
Okay, I am down with that.
Okay, and then again, after a work week, you would then make another intelligence check And because of the reputation of the collegiate library, you would get to make that an advantage because of that resource. Depending on that roll, you'll gain 1 to 3 pieces of information of whatever you're researching. So let's say you wanted to research the mineralis flower, right? And you rolled, I'll give you the table. So 1 to 5, if you hit a 1 to 5, you don't uncover anything. 6 to 10, you'll get 1 piece. 11 to 20, you get 2, and 21 and above, you get all 3 pieces. Depending on the number of pieces of information you gain, so if you gained all 3 pieces of information, if you research first and then went to experiment, you would get a bonus. You would get a +3 bonus to any of your experimentation rolls that you make, because you would have more knowledge about what you're working with. Again, in this case, it would be like the mineralis flower, right?
Quick question about the intelligence roll. If I roll a 1, is that a 1 or is it a fail? Like,
no, so you can only critical fail on attack. So even if you roll a 1, if your intelligence and your bonus...
So I have a +8 at baseline. So, because I'm +7 int, so...
well, +7, what skill would you want to apply? Because, yeah, you might be able to add your proficiency, but you're right, yeah, perhaps with the proper efficiency... with the proper proficiency applied, absolutely, you can't fail. You'll get 1 piece of information, right?
Yeah, I don't have any int skills that, like, are over a +7, so... Like, whether it's investigation versus arcana or...
Yeah, they'd probably all be similar, right? Yeah. Now, I will also tell you about the experimentation. So with the withdrawal treatment, basically that range of successes is very similar. With the addiction treatment, it's more difficult.
Harder.
Yeah. So your best success with the addiction treatment is a 25 and above. Now, you don't know exactly the range of, successes within the roll, but that gives you a ballpark of what's more difficult. Obviously, that's very more difficult.
Very more difficult.
Very more
so,
difficult.
like, my best bang for the buck would be to research, then experiment.
Theoretically, yes. I mean, the research could go terribly wrong. And you could get a single piece and get a +1, but...
It makes sense in my mind as well to give a week for the plants to root or things like that. Like, I just planted some, like, floppy, half-dead flowers. I mean, unless they were, like, in some water, but, okay. Now, how much... In my inventory, it says I have 50 gold. I don't know... Like, when do we get paid?
You get paid 60 gold pieces on the 1st of every month. So, it's the 26th of April right now, so payday's coming soon. So, like, you would be paid again within another work week.
Just 60? No, I'm just kidding.
Stuff is expensive. It is very expensive, obviously. So when you're experimenting, like, again, that cost is like it's basically your supply cost, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will also say, with any of these kind of downtime activities that we do, specifically, this is akin to, you're basically crafting an item, right? Is what these rules are. Any other creature can aid you to reduce the overall time, but they need to be proficient in the same kit that you are utilizing. In this instance, you'd be utilizing your alchemist kit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if any of the other party is also proficient with alchemist kits, in this case, specifically for the stupor, I will also say poisoner kit. They can help you and reduce the time.
What about a family member?
Yeah, I got a lot of family members in the biz.
Well, keep in mind, your parents aren't alchemists. They're tinkerers.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Now, maybe you can get a hold of your Aunt Amethyst.
She's probably off gallivanting in Europe or something.
She's due for a visit back to Stormcape to see her nieces and nephews.
Those are the avenues of your approach and the timeline of what you can really offer. You, like Opal as a character, can respond to Rumkey and Happy and Billy offer, like, this is the timeline and, like, pretty much the earliest I could even help you right now.
Right.
So, yeah, if you could go do that, like, hopefully you can whip something up by tomorrow, maybe?
Well, let me see here. So, thinking about, I gotta get this. I mean, assuming I can get access to the collegiate library, a few gold pieces here and there for bribes, and some accelerated timeline, sleeping exactly 8 hours. I need about a week for research and maybe like a week to help your withdrawal. I don't know how long the withdrawal lasts, but let's hope you're good by then. And
a week? I look over at Happy. A week?
Weeks with an S.
Oh.
Also money, so if you want to chip in, like, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll throw in some cash, yeah. Happy you got any coin?
Well, that's the other thing is if anyone is proficient in an alchemy kit or like a brewer's kit or something, like
I don't
maybe
even know what that means.
like okay, I mean maybe I can just like casually start asking strangers if they are for help. I mean that seems risky.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea.
I might have a few friends like
I'm unfortunately not very good with herbs or anything like that, so I don't think I can help
like
you.
maybe a poisoner's kit. Anyone?
No.
Yeah. I mean, here's the other thing. Like, this is in Zelma's best interest, right? Like, if he has any ability to help, that would be great. But, yeah, we're looking at a little bit of time. Tomorrow's a quick ask. I mean, I just planted the freaking flowers.
Well, I just say, if it's going to take a week,
At the very
or more,
least.
yeah.
Probably longer.
We're going to have to come up with sort of another plan for, I mean, you didn't see what I saw last night.
Where'd you
Our
go
friend
again?
here, my brother here can, he gets a little bit crazy.
What do you mean? Explain. Describe. Use words.
Well, okay. Look. I may have gotten a little violent, a little out of hand as we were trying to track down as this known dealer that I have associated with when I would walk my beat and back in my guard days. Oh boy, my guard days past me now. And look, things got a little out of hand, but ultimately it led to Brick. Now, I've got, a bit of a chip on my shoulder against Brick as well, as he was the one that interrogated me, drugged me up. He's put me in this situation.
He's going down.
I don't know if I could survive the withdrawal. I don't know.
Could you guys survive a fight?
Well, I think we handled ourselves quite readily, actually.
Yeah. The fighting part's not a problem. We're not just gonna go in there all stooped up, knocking heads. I mean, I don't know how many Trinity guys are in there.
Yeah, like, how big of an operation is this? Like a few people or like a dozen people?
I don't know, it's like a 2-story house, I think.
Uh-oh. Sounds familiar.
But again, we know they have stupor there. Perhaps we raid it and procure it, get this off of the street, and prevent it from being sold to others. And then we, Mr. Rumpke and I, have these doses in which the Miss Togglesprocket can be in charge of meting out to us as we go through our withdrawal before you can come up with a more long-term solution.
Yeah, you think that'll work? Think little bits, maybe?
I'm
No.
okay with I'm okay with weaning. It seems like the humane thing to do.
Yeah, it's gonna be a couple weeks, and we're gonna have to wean there. I look over at Happy.
So are you talking about like sneaking in and stealing, or are you talking like taking them on?
Let me tell you, after a couple days, it's not a good feeling.
Well, yeah.
And, I mean, short of tying us up, I like this weaning idea a lot better.
You are going to be able to only drink half a vial. It won't.
Why?
It won't do it for you. It won't.
It won't even help a
Fix.
little?
We don't think so.
But what about the withdrawal?
I agree, kindly. It does not do the trick. You need the full thing, is what I say. But the other
Yeah,
upside...
sounds like a true addict.
No. Listen, I am trying to simply survive. The other upside I see in taking on this drug house is perhaps one of the other Trinity members, or maybe Brick. We can break Brick, give him a taste of his own medicine, uncover other drug house locations, take them down, remove that product from the street, and just snowball our attack on the Trinity.
This is becoming a thing when really we're tracking a bread battle, right?
one thing at a time here, I think. Do you have any leads on this bread battle that we can pursue immediately?
No, but at the same time, all this stupid stuff, then Zelma's gonna walk in, give us some new orders, and then we're gonna have 3 things on the go? I don't.
Couldn't we let the guards know about this place after we get whatever we need and let them take care of it?
The corrupt guards?
Exactly, Kylia.
The guards that are hooked on Stoop.
Well, let's hope there's not too many guards who are sampling products too. That's just a bunch more problems. But yeah, I don't think we can trust them.
We're like the vigilantes, going around cleaning up the town by taking people out, stealing their drugs for ourselves.
Not for ourselves.
It makes me a little bit nervous that both of you fellas, you're good people, but when you're in the throes of addiction, it can bring out a different side of folks, and I don't know. Makes me a little bit nervous having Opal be the person who's standing between you and your next dose,
I mean, there can be a system. I will say that if we're gonna take anyone on, sure, I'd rather you take a full dose and be more helpful, because you get pretty strong. But like you just look like you're not rested.
I see your point though. It worries me a little bit to know what's going to happen if you just go cold turkey. We don't know how bad it's going to get before it gets better.
So, Happy, are you suggesting that we go in, we take out Brick and the others that are there, take the stuff that we need for now and close that down, try to get some information to try to take out other places that sell Stoop? That's your plan.
Well, Mr. Tread, do you not want to seek any type of retribution against Brick?
Oh, it's been a long time since I've let myself become wrapped up with vengeance and rage and anger. I really thought I'd put that behind me, but I can't deny it sure is tempting. Eleanor meant a lot to me, This terrible person just took her away from everybody that she, meant something to. It's not right. Where's the justice?
I agree. Even saying his name leaves a vile taste in my mouth.
All right, I'm in.
Excellent, Mr. Rumpke. Now, if the rest of you need more convincing, I just had another thought. Perhaps we'll find someone else there in Brick's crew that can help cook, or is some type of super producer, and then maybe we can get them to aid Miss Togglesprocket with, her concocting.
Let him cook.
So you're suggesting we kidnap someone?
Yeah, and force them?
Well, you all seem very adept at it.
Oh, I don't know, Happy. I really didn't. It was a terrible experience doing that with Benito, and I'd rather not get involved in that again.
I just kind of feel like kidnapping might be... they're gonna really want to kill us if we steal their cook, right?
Yeah.
Happy, how does that foot taste?
Kind of escalates a few things.
Seychelles,
shut up.
I'm simply taking your advice to heart here. I'm working outside of any systems that I have been removed from now. This just makes sense to me.
I think it's taking it to a level that we don't want to go to,
Well, I'm not saying we have to cut anyone's head off.
Well, it starts with kidnapping. Next thing you know, someone's missing a head.
Abby, I believe you need to take a rest. You seem a bit excited. Not quite yourself.
I'm just tired of being cooped up is all.
What do you think your options are? Come on.
Well, I thought that's what we were discussing. Options.
But long term, you're not going back to the guards?
Well, long term, I'll live here with you all at the keep, and then we can undergo nightly missions as vigilantes to clean up the city.
On drugs?
No, we don't have to. Drugs don't have to be involved with it, except for the things that we're confiscating and removing from the hands of the criminals.
Yeah, and then you're not gonna take any of those confiscated drugs?
Well, hopefully by then you will have come up with this cure that you keep talking about, and Mr. Rumpke and I will be fine.
But in the meantime, you plan to take drugs.
I mean, I just wanted to be back in the Masons Guild and go back to what I had going on before all this. Seems to be leading down the wrong path here. Can we just take out Brick, get the first place sort of cleaned up and such, and then reassess at that point? I mean, we still got a contract we might need to fulfill with Zalmo there.
What do you think will happen to the city, to the Trinity, if we take out Brick? Especially if somebody knows we took out Brick. What
Yeah,
do
Brick's
you
not the top guy.
think the repercussions will be? He's not top, but he has to be near the top, right?
Brick's the bottom?
Well, then he's a pretty powerful bottom.
He's a power bottom.
He's just another brick in
We got our bloopers this episode.
We're
that would
really
stay
investing
in.
in the bloopers.
Okay, yes, Seishadal, you have a point. Perhaps I am a little outside of myself right now. I will simply do whatever you all believe that we should do and is the best course moving forward. I feel like I need to act. That we should be doing more.
Can we suggest that we watch their house for a little bit and see what happens?
Oh, a little
there?
reconnaissance? Yeah. I researched during the day, recon at night, baby.
Happy and I are going to be doing okay for probably a day or so, but you saw what happened to him before. A couple days from now, we're not going to be any use of you. We're going to have to do this tonight.
Yeah, I think you've got a point, Rumpke. But I agree. I agree with Kylia. Let's not be too hasty. Let's scout around, see what we're dealing with. Maybe we can do this under the radar and right underneath their noses. That would be ideal. To shut this place down without everybody knowing. Come up with a distraction, preferably not bombs or explosions, and clean them out, and then might never be the wiser that it was us.
We don't need a full frontal assault.
Can I just go invisible and do it?
Well, I assume there's enough of these drugs there that it might be more than you can carry, Opal. I don't know, maybe not. I guess.
Well, I'm not taking all of them, am I? We're taking all the drugs?
We think maybe you should research and let us handle the reconnaissance.
Okay, I can do that. It'd be good if we figure out who the cook is. If you can, scope them out and then, if I could talk to the chef, you know?
Maybe Perry knows.
Who's Perry?
Pickle Perry. I mean,
Pickle who?
I look over at Happy. I mean, he seemed to forgive you for everything else you did to him. Maybe he'll help us out this time.
Yes, but he was just as high as we were.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to change much.
If he's high, he might tell us.
Who's this Pickle Perry fellow?
Well, he was the dealer that we were trying to find to get our hands on some of the medicine that we require to make ourselves feel better. We were both almost dying.
Medicine.
Well, I guess that's another thing we should consider. Maybe we could buy ourselves another day or two if we could connect with this Pickle Perry fella. And
Well, I was just going to see if Pickled Perry tells who the cook is. I don't know how much we want to get Pickled Perry involved. Like Happy said, maybe if he's got this moment of clarity, things might change.
I don't believe Pickle Perry will know anything. As far as I know, he's not an initiated member of the Trinity itself. He's simply just deals on their behalf. I mean, they have many dealers like that around the city. I don't know if he'll know anything.
Yeah, not a good idea then. I think the less we deal with Pickle Perry then is better.
Well, we can certainly rough him up a little bit and see what he knows.
Well, let's leave that to when we really need things.
yeah, I think if at all possible, we try and do this in a subtle and inconspicuous way first, at least. And if that fails, then we, go in fist swinging, so to speak.
I love being conspicuous.
No, inconspicuous or The one where you're sneaky, whatever one that is.
Well, okay, then what is our course of action?
Well, we could start tonight. Scout the place out.
Hellcrack, maybe you and we, just the three of us, go check out where they're talking about.
I mean, Chip's in there. He knows who you are.
Wait, how late is the library open? I forget. I can help you guys. Come on. Reading in the library overnight, kind of suspicious.
I don't intend to get spotted, Rumpke, so it shouldn't be a problem if Chip is there. But yeah, we're at the very least, you two are gonna have to kind of give us directions to where it is if you're not coming with us.
Sounds like a bomb's not a bad idea.
Why is it always the bomb?
I mean, there's already bombings going on, so I mean, it could just another bombing in Storm Cape.
Yeah, you want to go talk to Big Bob and get some more blasting powder?
Oh my gosh. Forgot about that guy, honestly.
Can we get a barrel of it?
As Opal said,
stock up.
like, she won't be able to be in the library, obviously, researching overnight. So, like, if this is the nighttime op, like, Opal will be around to participate if she wants to.
She does have invisibility.
Now, Rumpke and Happy, the two of you would know that based on, like, the kind of timing of how, like, your initial withdrawal effects kind of seeped in. Like, you took your dose pretty late but early into the morning, right? Like, it was like 4 or 5 a.m. that you took that. Yeah, that you took that dose. So you have at least, like, again, like 24 to 36 hours before you might have the roll on the withdrawal symptom table again. So you both Rumpke and Happy would also have some time before they may feel some of these near debilitating effects, right, from the withdrawal as well. So that's kind of, again, just laying out kind of a bit of a timeline of how things may progress for the two of you.
Okay, so we'll take you there tonight after dark. Me and Happy will show you where it's at. You guys can do some sneaky around there, see what you can find out. Maybe Opal will go invisible in there, check out what we're dealing with, so we have a good plan of attack.
Kylie or Seychelles, you're pretty sneaky and pretty quiet when you want to be. Maybe Opal could make you invisible and the rest of us could just keep an eye out, hold back a little bit while you get a bit closer, see what you can see.
Okay.
But we'll be close by in case anything goes wrong, you get spotted, we can be right there to help.
I like it.
Okay.
And well, what about me?
You can make sure the plants are watered, I heard they like music. I heard plants love music.
You could come with us. You could stick close to me.
You'll give me your dagger again?
Can you contain yourself and guarantee you won't rush at Brick if you see him?
Well, should that opportunity arise, I suppose I'll roll a D100 and see what happens.
Yeah, I like it.
That is not comforting at all.
I believe that I can certainly restrain myself. Yes. I do not wish to put any of you in any type of jeopardy any more than I already have.
But you kind of also have nothing to lose, so we're just a little...
Well, I now have the 5 of you.
Oh, that's so cute.
I trust you, Happy. I think your heart's in the right place, and you're not going to do anything that would be, regrettable. So
I give him 60-40 against.
Listen, you're already addicted to stoop. We don't need to get into gambling. It's a slippery slope. Okay, Rumpke?
Is Happy gonna share Rumpke's room?
This is something we can discuss later.
We already dibsed.
Well, maybe this Mr. Zalmo can put us in a larger place. Or pay for an addition, perhaps?
Well, I mean, this isn't even furnished yet. Let's just... Wait.
It might be best that Kylie asks him about that.
Are you willing to sign on the dotted line? We've all signed a contract.
Really? I mean, tell me more about this contract. What exactly does it entail?
This house is part of it.
Well, I mean, I gathered that. I mean, do any of you have a copy in which I can peruse?
I don't know, Happy. I think you've probably got it best, the situation right now, where you're friends with us and you're welcome to stay here, but this contract makes me a little nervous, if I'm being honest.
Oh yeah, the contract's super sketchy, but I mean, I don't know, I felt like we had no choice.
It does come with this
You
nice
had a
house
choice.
and a monthly income, which is not bad, but
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like all for one.
Yeah, we're more mercenaries than vigilantes.
But we can be both. We can be both. On the side, we're side vigilantes. You know, day job mercenaries.
We really don't know how Zelma's gonna feel about any of this.
But we don't have to tell him.
Is that in the contract? I think it is. We have to write something up, right?
Oh, shoot. It is, isn't it?
It is?
Who's good at writing?
Gonna have to do some selective writing.
I could get Micah in here. We could just dictate and then he writes it.
So
no,
more
no,
people
no.
know about what's going on?
that's not a good idea.
Micah's not very good at keeping his mouth shut either.
Micah's a little rat. You're right.
That's a problem for tomorrow, I think. So, let's focus on one thing at a time.
Hold on. Do you want to know what's in the contract?
Well, I mean, I'll certainly give it a read.
Yeah, let's table that right now. We got enough to deal with in legal papers right now.
Yeah, let's focus on the task at hand and come up with a plan for tonight. Hopefully a good one that's...
Yeah, I mean, we're supposed to turn over any confidential information. Not limited to, but all the documents, plans, operational specifications. Anyway.
So I think I'd sort of sit down on the floor and grab a couple items around and go, here, let me show you how the building's laid out, and sort of lay things out on the floor to sort of give a map and discuss tonight's
Is that the front
way
door?
of going about things. No, that's the back door. Front doors are here.
Okay, so that splinter is the front door.
Yeah, I only know where the front door is. I didn't go around the back there. I don't know, Happy. Is this the way you remember it?
I mean, everything looks right to me. Let's see. Yeah, the back door would be facing kind of the cliff's run there. I mean, it was pretty close, situated up against the little buttress up to the plateau there. I don't know how much of a backyard it even has. Like, it wasn't a very large place.
That mouse turd, what's that?
Oh, flicks it away. Yeah, that's nothing.
That's Chip.
You should perhaps ask Mr. Zalmo to get this place fumigated.
You say it's up against the cliff face. I mean, I guess that might come in handy if we needed...
To drop a wagon off of it? For an excuse?
No. Not one of my wagons.
Well, maybe. Okay.
Well, I mean, that actually is a valid point. A pretty good strategic placement there, Mr. Dredd. But keep in mind that, the Cliff's Run is meant for supplies to go up to the plateau. There's generally no foot traffic or any passenger wagons that go up there at all, right? If we're seen up there, that may be even more suspicious than if we're seen down on the street.
Yeah. That's a good point. What about surrounding buildings? Is it one of the taller ones around, or are there other ones nearby that are bigger?
Well, I mean, that part of Quarrelers is much like the rest of the Quarrelers. Are all fairly small houses. Nothing ranges higher than 2 stories. Not like the Denizen. And nowhere near as closely packed as the Denizen either. So we may have we may have less obstacles between us and the drug house, depending on where we situate ourselves.
Any, like shrubbery or trees or anything around that we could maybe take some cover in?
Well, as you know, there's not much green space within the city itself. I wouldn't count on anything like that.
So remind me, this is up by the Bloody Ball Tavern, sort of against the cliff face, is that?
Yes, that's right. It is northeast of the Bloody Ball Tavern, kind of right below the Guard Shack district and the kind of green space that is in that section, but within around the houses itself. And again, like, there's very few pockets of actual green space around the city, outside of the little park, outside of the tireless hedge maze, and then this kind of section up by where the guards live.
And when we were out there in the middle of the night, where there, I assume there wasn't a lot of people around at 4 in the morning in that particular area. But would that be an area that at 11, 12 o'clock, when people were still going out to the bars and stuff, there would be people walking around and, you could, A, either blend in or B, have a hard time not being seen.
Yeah, for sure. And based on its proximity to the Bloody Bowl Tavern, obviously Rumkey, as we had kind of previously discussed, the clientele that the Bloody Ball entertains, and it's like the lowest of the low. So you could theorize that most of the people you would potentially run into up there would be like the worst fighters out there. I mean, when Rumkey, you were out there, they were having a fist fight at 4 in the morning outside of the tavern with a bunch of people grouped around watching it, right? So that's the type of like people and kind of scummy clientele in which that tavern caters to. So you could theorize that, yeah, that would be the type of people that you would most likely run into in that same area.
How, like, run down or not run down are the houses around here? I guess you're saying the tavern is very seedy and attracts some unsavory folks. Does that basically apply for most of the houses in this part of the city as well? Like I forget what this district is called. The
Quarler's Exhibition.
The Quarlers, yeah. Is it like the denizen is not the most well-off citizens of Storm Cape living there? How would this compare?
Definitely the denizen is probably the most run-down section of the city. That's, a number of factors that contribute to that, whether or not the actual amount of city resources and funding that is, put into that district, just a number of the sheer volume of people and the use that everything in that district sees. So to compare that to any other district looks nicer than what you would find in the denizen. Now keep in mind that the keep itself for you all is very anomalous within the den, even anomalous within the Quarler's Exhibition. So you won't find any type of dwelling that's as lush as the keep or as extravagant as the keep is, but definitely in better shape and better repair than many buildings within the denizen. No, you won't find like rows and streets of abandoned, completely uninhabitable places like you might find in the denizen because of like the age and again like the use case, right?
And then this like Cliff's Run kind of switchback path that goes up the cliff to the affluent district up on the top there. Can we expect traffic to be going up there on a pretty steady base, or is it not all that frequent?
Not too frequent. Being obviously they would use like a Lehan wagon, right? And that's also just kind of part of the Lehan Carriage Services business. For sure, nothing would be going up there at the time of night that you all would, are thinking to be out there to surveil this place. There should be no wagon traffic going up there, because all that is used for is to run supplies up to the plateau. All of the actual people that transit up and down, they use the plateau lift, which is quite pricey to take.
And that's a ways to the east from where we're going to be.
That's over by the bay, yeah.
I think our best bet is to get some different clothes, maybe hooded cloaks, things like that, and just sort of walk over there in the crowd. There are going to be plenty of Trinity people around. They are looking out for a few of us. Best to just be sort of incognito and try to get our way there and see what the situation is. Because who knows, there could be big fights going on. There could be dead quiet. I think the main thing we just need is to have something to sort of hide our faces.
And my hair.
Yeah, so it's mid-afternoon. Is there a place that we could go relatively close where we could buy some wares?
Yeah, you can go into the wares district, find whatever you would want. If you're getting some clothes, I mean, that's going to be like a few silver pieces max, right? Nothing too extravagant. You can definitely get all you want. In the few hours here that we can kind of jump forward to. Hellcruck, in those same hours, are you doing something with the wagon and the horses?
I think if I have the time, if we're able to acquire whatever we need for this operation tonight, and I have some extra time, and if I think that there would be enough supplies and like tools and whatnot to be able to make a bit of a dent, pardon the pun, in the damage on this carriage, I would maybe go over and lend a hand, because I'm feeling pretty guilty about how beat up this carriage got under on my watch. So yeah, I probably would go over there if it's possible to do some of the repairs.
You definitely know that you would have a full suite of access to tools and materials at Lehan's Carriage Services. So you're far more limited as far as, you know, like these stations, like there's enough things there to maybe like do a patch job, like if an axle cracks or something, that, you know, that kind of thing. So you can definitely utilize anything you have. I'm going to get you to give me a roll. What applicable skill do you think you could apply to this? Are you proficient with any type of kits or like repair kits or anything like that?
Probably. I mean, I doubt there'd be much leather on it, but I am good with leather working.
You could kill the horse.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, I think
You need a tinkerer.
it's not that wouldn't be athletics, wouldn't be acrobatics, wouldn't be nature or medicine.
Yeah, there's not really a repair skill.
Sleight of hand?
No, I think I'd probably just make it like some form of intelligence check, something simple like that. But if you had some type of tool proficiency, I would let you add your proficiency modifier to it as well. But yeah, I mean, maybe Opal can help. I don't know what Opal has that might be useful. You can sort that out. So is anybody actually going to be composing the 2 outstanding reports now that are owed to Zalma, one for the prison stint and the other for getting rid of Benito's body?
Remind me the timeline on when that's due. Is it the end of the month or is it like ASAP?
Good question. You may have to consult the contract specifically for that, if it is even specifically outlined. But again, mechanics-wise, I just need to know what you are not telling Zalma. So if there is anything that is being withheld, that's really what I'm most interested in about. That is something that now I, as Zalmo DM, am owed from you as a party.
Yeah, that's going to be tricky.
Kylie will write it, and Kylie will do it while you're working on the wagon. What is it you don't want him to know?
I mean, it'd be nice for him to not know that Rumkey's got an addiction to stoop.
Yeah, it might put a downer on our relationship, possibly.
So no, Rumpke's addiction.
I don't think he would be against us doing the thing he hired us to do to begin with. Get rid of the Trinity out of the Quarrelers. You know, the original bombing problem.
Whatever operation you are about to conduct tonight has nothing to do with these 2 reports that are expected. You are only to report on the task in which Zalmo assigns to you. That's what he's expecting. He doesn't need a day-by-day of whatever else you do, right? Now, nothing stopping you from including some of those activities if they may or may not, you know, if they're related, obviously. But again, that is completely up to party discretion. But specifically, the events of what occurred in the prison and however or whatever may have went down getting rid of Benito's body is what is expected.
Are we gonna tell Zalmo where Benito's body is?
I mean, we can just be non-specific. It's in a field.
Maybe we be a little bit vague about it. And if he has a problem and requests more clarification or information, then we can maybe give it to him.
Okay, we'll write it all down. But not that.
Do we tell him about the giant folk?
That wasn't part of the job.
No, so you're... Do we, though? I don't know.
Well, theoretically, that's part of getting rid of Benito's body. Obviously, Zalma would be very interested if anybody saw you undergoing that activity.
But nobody did.
But he might be interested in the fact that they're living so close to the city. That's, I guess, all I care about.
Well, I suppose we could include the fact that we had to make a
Kill
break for it
3
because
freaking ogres? Yeah.
there's no way the giant folk knew that Like, they didn't see us digging the hole.
No.
They were nowhere near. But the wagons that we fled from, there's a small chance that maybe someone in one of those wagons saw our wagon and maybe even got a glimpse at one or multiple of us to be able to identify us. It's very unlikely, but based on the distance, I think.
I don't think telling Zalmo those things is going to impact us negatively. Probably the only thing it would do is get us some additional information, or him additional information on what's going on.
Okay, so yes to the 3 wagons, yes to the giant folk. Benito is buried out in the woods somewhere. No to Rumpke's addiction. Tell him probably that there are bullets used in the prison. He probably already knows, but just in case. And tell him about Happy.
Yes, yeah, he knows Happy's there, right? I mean, he was just there. So, he is a former constable that is now
crashing at our place.
Yeah, you almost have to say something about why he's there, and that's because he was on the stupor, and we're trying to help him off of it. So you don't have to tell him about me being on stupor, but we could say that Happy is. Zalmo might be able to help us.
You could semi-blame Opal sort of thing. Like, you could be like, I don't know, he's not my brother.
Other part of that, or are you going to be informing Zalmo that you retrieved Mineralis flower specimens? Because part of what was in the contract is part of your own stipulations. That was Zalmo would also attempt to try to get whatever information he could about the flower for Opal because she was interested in it.
Yes.
I mean, sure.
He might fund the research.
We will tell him about the flowers in the garden and the butter sturges.
The more we appear to be upfront with him, the more he'll trust us.
We appear to be.
That's a key word.
Excellent. Hellcrook, give me that intelligence roll, please. Again, unless someone else can offer some kind of help, or have again a proficiency in some type of tools kit or workers kit that might apply.
I know how to hammer.
Can you hammer in the morning?
Yeah, and supper time. I leave the evenings open. All right. Yeah, I can help a little bit. I got some skills.
Okay, then I will give advantage to Hellcrook on this straight intelligence check, please.
Okay, we're gonna go with the first one. It's an 11.
Go with the higher one.
Yes. The second roll of mine
not just
was
the first one.
Was it was a 2.
All right. Well, with an 11, essentially you do what you can with the very limited supplies and tools of Rumpke's aid coming in. I imagine Rumpke doing a lot more than what Hellcrook is actually participating in this particular instance. But you're just too limited in materials and just tools. Like, there are just so many more resources actually at the Lehan's Carriage Services.
Got some chewing gum there, Hellcrook? We can put these boards together. I've seen it done.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll make it back to Lehan's without falling off.
What you are able to accomplish is to get the all 4 wheels turning correctly again, and essentially allowing you, because remember, because of the damage, you were forced to travel at a reduced speed. Now you've kind of got it back up to where you could push it that like fast pace in the event that you needed. Not very helpful right now, obviously, as you're moving through the city, but you have actually repaired some. So you've made basically like the axles and the wheels themselves, the spokes within them, they all completely repaired. No damage visible on those parts of the wagon. So really now you're missing maybe a few planks, a few cracks in some of the boards along the side of the enclosed carriage. One of the doors is pretty banged up. It's kind of pulled, like a top hinge is pulled out of the side of it as it was being flown open, and they were smacking against the side of the carriage. So still visible damage, but in much better shape.
You can tell it got beat up, but it's functioning at least to get from point A to point B.
That's right.
Hey, we can just nail this door on, and they can just get it on the right-hand side.
Well, thankfully, we should be able to fix all this stuff once we get it back to Lehan's. I just trying to get it looking a little bit better before he sees it. Not looking forward to that conversation. But thanks for your help, Rumkey. It's better than it was, definitely.
Hey, anytime.
To know oneself is to know true strength. Excuse me, I didn't see you there. Don't mind the meditations of my mind. For now we must bid farewell. But fear not. The journey continues at incorrigibleparty.com. There's also a new World Anvil page to explore the world of Senta and all its wonders. These enchanting melodies you've heard come from tabletopaudio.com and Sarastro Music. Please accept my invitation to join our Discord server, and we shall forge bonds as strong as a tall oak, and share tales that echo throughout the halls. Lastly, I humbly beseech you, like, rate, review, and spread the word of our adventures across the realms. Tell a friend, a comrade, or even a foe. And until we meet again, may your dice be blessed with fortune, and your cup filled with ale. Happy adventuring.
This has been a Sounds of Steel production.